Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. I want to check out Barrier, my local bayou. Really, it's just a drainage canal, but it's so natural looking. We don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. Do you have a problem calling it a bayou? Because it feels like one at many times. There are many drainage canals in southeast Louisiana. Some don't look very natural. Others have extremely natural settings. And the spot that I'm at, you probably recognize the fence. It's somewhat natural, but extremely not natural looking because of that thing right there. And that thing right there is a giant pump. But so some people call this a pumping station. It's more of like a sub pumping station. Its only job is to suck water out from under there. There is someone who always complains every time I'm here, why are you fishing the sewage outlet? That's not sewage. That's a storm drain. That's when this is on, this is sucking water out from under this huge neighborhood. Well, this neighborhood, I mean, it's a fairly sizable neighborhood, but it's a fairly sizable area that it's draining, right? Because yeah, we're so far down here, the water doesn't always come out on its own, so it needs a little help. And I'm 100% certain that this has been helping a lot over the past few days. Not just the past few days, the past 2 weeks. It's been raining so much. It rained a little bit today, but it could have been worse. We had a tropical disturbance out in the Gulf that kept throwing stuff in here. We might see some rain several hours from now, but even though this water's dirty, we're still gonna fish it because it's kind of bluebird right now. The dude is probably still complaining, why are you fishing the sewage outlet? Even though I just said it's not. Well, what can you do? Nothing. You can do nothing. Well, maybe some things, but nothing is what we're doing. Nothing about that cut and paste comment anyway. Doesn't matter. It could be the best video you've ever made. Someone's still going to complain. It's YouTube. I gotta say, cut and paste comments are annoying, just like all caps. But this bait is not annoying. This bait is effective, productive. This is a crack and crawl by Guggen Baits, watermelon red. If need be, we'll go darker. First cast, baby. Yeah, you're right. Well, I'm in a spectacular mood. Oh, yeah. Awesome. That bait's done. I would say this is a fair 2-pounder. Yeah, you're right. It's within that area, right? It's definitely feeling like 2 pounds. Why am I guessing? Even though I have a scale, I'm too damn lazy to pull the scale out. Yeah, you're right. I just don't think it's that special. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes I do. I'm just happy to catch a fish. Let's let it go real quick. What an awesome beginning of this video. First cast, decent bass. Definitely a respectable bass for sure. Just absolutely slammed that bait, smoked it. That bait had already caught a bunch of fish at another location a few videos ago, so it was ready to get smoked. It was ready to get just absolutely ripped off the hook. But yeah, you're right. Nice hookup, nice fight. Good mood, good mood. The past few days, I've been trying to get out and fish. Either the rain stops me or I get out and I chose to go to the river and look for white bass and skipjack. I went twice this week. you saw once one of those videos I decided to publish because it was just to say, hey, I haven't forgot about you. I'm just struggling with this weather and everything. But here pretty soon, I think the river will be dropped enough to let me go do what I want to do there. Because I do want to do some skipjack and white bass fishing at the spot that I want to do it. For the moment, it's not very like industrially loud because the ferry is out of commission, right? Can't wait for the ferry to get back into commission, but I've got to get out of this position because this arrogant alligator that is kind of a tank and then this other one are staring me down. I'm not too worried, but I don't want to just hang out. I want to get back to my fishing rod. It's either popcorn or marshmallows, but I think those gators are checking for something like that to see if I have popcorn, marshmallows, or chicken. Somebody feeds gators around here sometimes. Well, not somebody, some people. You'll see it happening. And then, yeah, those gators, as soon as they hear someone's voice on the bayou, they'll come take an interest. Not every gator has that habit, but there are some gators around here that are so used to getting fed, it gets annoying. They come up and start bothering you. And you'll find that problem around here widespread. And what I need to find right now is a bait. I got a big old bag of soft plastics down there somewhere. You might not be able to see too well because the sun is in your eyes and mine. But tank number 1 is cruising out of here. And I don't know where tank number 2 went. I don't even think tank number 2 came as close as tank number 1. Like I said, maybe give it 5 minutes. Maybe this is that transitioning point I need. Maybe a momentary transition. I've already got a rod ready to go. I brought 7 rods, by the way, not all for my intentions of this video, but I've got enough rods for all kinds of intentions. Worm under the cork before I fly with the crow to another spot. Look like a cichlid. Oh, there's more than cichlids down there. Awesome. That fits the intention of my next endeavor. Just a little gill, but it's the little bit that I need. I got a bag. Stick this in a bag and see if I can get 1 or 2 more, because that would be good. Maybe 1 is all I need, but then if I can get more, then I can use it some other time, like tomorrow. I turned the camera off at the same time of pulling it up because I was gonna do something different, and I ended up getting a cichlid on the pull up. Another cichlid. All right, that's 2-3 fish, a few misses and bits under the cork for the worm. Okay, that was more than 1 cast. I think I'm ready to go. Ready to get on that crow. Fly out of here. Yeah, you're right. Please excuse my arrogance. I'm just gonna park right here in the yellow lines right next to the sinkhole, because I don't intend to be here for too long. Some people think that it's obvious that I'm going to go in that direction. You would be wrong. I'm going in the opposite. When I was riding down the road and I saw this here, I thought, oh, are they fixing that sinkhole? Perhaps they are, but it's not obvious that they are quite yet. However, once I got here and I saw this, look at this. It's not much, but it's an open bit of water that I haven't seen here in quite some time, because this is like almost this pond. This is a huge pond. It's not too deep, but at the moment it's almost 100% choke. Maybe except for this bit here. Let's see if we can get down on this culvert. There's two of them. There's one, I think, right? Yeah, one there and one here. And they're sketchy because they're falling apart. Ooh, yeah. I think as I stepped onto it, it made it made fish move around. Yeah, fish were moving around. When I first moved to this town, this wasn't like 100% choked or 95% choked. It would have some choke, but you could fish this pond way more than you can now. And this would be a good spot to catch really big bluegill and other things, and bass. Like if the water was moving, this was a good spot for bass. But over the past 3 years or so, it's just getting more and more choked. It's way difficult to fish this pond. It's like most of the time it's not going to happen. I wonder if you just turn this into a bridge instead of culverts, because there's 2 metal culverts and 2 stone culverts right there. If you just dug this out and put it in a bridge, you would get rid of this sinkhole problem, and you could possibly save the pond, because when the water's moving, the choke would suck out of the pond, go somewhere else, also spraying. Well, they already spray, but they only spray the canal. They don't spray that pond. But that pond is a part of the drainage system, right? It's like if you wanted to save that pond for the sake of like the locals, like the kids mostly fishing it, you would spend a lot of money getting rid of the choke that's probably going to come back. Well, instead of spending money like that on the choke and then dredging it possibly, why not just put in a bridge? Obviously you got problems already. I mean, these culverts are dying. Look at them over here. But it's parish. Maybe the money could come from the state as well, right? Looks like, if you see this, looks like some digging out was done here. See these tracks? No bites on either side. That is crazy looking. That's because I'm assuming this sinkhole developed because the culverts are failing. They're falling apart, right? I'm sure somebody would argue if you build a bridge there, you'll choke the canal, you'll choke the bayou out. This canal, this bayou, whatever you wish to call it, gets choked out whether or not there's a bridge there. All you need is a long hot summer. It happens every year. It is indeed choked right here on the bridge. Yeah, maybe I should have just stayed committed to the little pumping station over there, because there wasn't much down here but a story to tell and a cichlid to catch at this choked out bridge spot. And the sun's just about down, and there's other endeavors I would like to take on this afternoon, and as we get into night, it's just not going to happen right here, because here we are here where I'm going to say thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, being a member of the channel especially. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. And thank you for going over to M Hood Discovered and checking that out and being a subscriber there as well, to watch my endeavors outside of just this channel and to get a feel of where I'm going and see how I get there. And we're just going to continue. You're going to watch me fish here, and you're going to watch me move forward there and here. Bounce back and forth. Different flavor, different vibe over there. Same vibe as here, just no fishing over there. It's all vibe. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.